Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Frozen Ship. So, on this episode, we're at another quest line called The Preacher, where we will go check out the settlements and see what's going on. So, it's been about 3 days in game since my last main mission, so let's head in there and find out what we got waiting for us. New message: we have arrived at our destination. It is very brave of you to go to that location yourself and explore the area. We'll be waiting for your return with results. Alright. In between episodes, I have, as well, done a couple researches. So we got metal remelting, so we can make metal bars. Suspension system, so my carrying capacity is now 50.70, which is nice. We haven't picked up any more people, but we're pretty good on supplies, and I'm also constructing the foundry right now, which lets us make metal bars, which are required to make further improvements to the structures. So most of them require, I think, about 50. Yeah, 50 metal bars to improve your stuff even further. But we shall go try to find this preacher. Looks like there's a mini base to the right. Doesn't look like anything on to the left side. So let's head out and see what we got. Make sure everyone's working where they need to be working. Alright, they're working there. We'll check our hospital real quick, in case we can get someone back to work before we head out. Ooh, he's only at 11%. We can still give him some medical ointment. They gave him a 10% increase. So I can do that once per day. And we shall pop a quick save real quick, just in case I die, so I don't have to restart a day. Preacher quest. Start the game. I know it autosaves, but sometimes the save doesn't follow through for some reason. But let's head into this. We're bringing tools, flashlight. I don't have any ammo for a gun, so we're not gonna bring that. So we need to head to the other side. Right? Yes, that's where our destination marker is. Hello, deer. I found out deer take about 4 bullets, regular bullets, to take down. They don't give you much meat, though, so it's not really worth it. I haven't killed a bear yet, so I would save it for a bear just in case. But good luck killing one. I should use the lockpick. It would have taken 15 minutes instead of 22 minutes. Was there even anything in here worth it? Ooh, we got a generator. Toolbox. I just disassemble these. They give you some metal in return. We might need a wiring kit. You never know. And our car's still moving, so we need to head northbound still. So this was a red herring structure. Hello, deer. Too bad, you know, if you get crushed, I don't get your food. I did run across a couple bridges, which was interesting. And a bunch of these frozen lakes are starting to appear now. Also, I have figured out schematics will spawn randomly in houses, so just check every house that you see, which is standard. And yeah, find the preacher's house, inspect the buildings in the area. It is definitely a decent sized hamlet. much time we're gonna have? We're definitely gonna. Ooh, we got a note. Poor Bjorn, they executed him right here in the barn in front of the whole village, and all because of that cult. I remember him sharing his last piece of meat with his neighbors after an unsuccessful hunt, and now his name is forbidden to be spoken aloud. We need to get out of here. The longer this war goes on, the less humanity remains in people. Yeah, there's a war. Wonderful. Get some of that food and cleaning supplies. We'll probably stay an extra night and actually sort through most of this place. Right now, let's try to get through our mission. So it takes about 3 minutes. I only have one left. I might actually want to save that for breaking open a safe. What we got? We got some food. I always take food. That's just canned food, since it's already pre-cooked. Matches are always good. Not actual medicine. We got more notes. They arrived before dawn. They pounded on the doors with rifle butts and demanded the names of everyone who had attended the sectarian meetings. They took everyone who was there from the village and killed them. They call it justice, but if justice demands the blood of ordinary people, how's it different than fanaticism? What's one with fascism there? Ooh, baklava. Still take all that. We got some dead end posters. Extraction hood. I'll probably get some metal out of that. So it looks like they execute people in the barn. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Okay, so this must be the preacher's building. I'll welcome this in case anyone wants to live in my house. You're welcome. Feel free to use whatever you like. I, like all the neighbors, left the house because of Bjorn. He was a man who lived in a house with symbols. He was just like us. They joined the sect of cold, began actually spreading it to us. People with similar symbols on their clothes often came to see him, all frostbitten with cold in their eyes. At first, we all avoided him. Damaged phase, the cold will be our salvation. In case they are relatives, look for me in the northwest in the Arcana Gorge. All right, so typical post-apocalyptic cult is being a thing. Wow, that's a circuit breaker. I will probably need that. Gas cylinder. We already searched the fridge. There's a lot of cupboards that we gotta search. And then Jaggles give us leather. And we're about to freeze. Today, Henrik's family left the village. Their youngest daughter had frightened blue marks of the cold on her arms. Maybe I should embrace the cold too. I no longer know who's right in this war. I only know one thing. If we stay here, we'll either be killed or starved. Flashlights. I don't need flashlights. I have so many of them. Get quite a few gold chains too. Alright, we got a couple more buildings to search, and then we'll actually search the barn. I'll probably need to start a fire here pretty soon though. I'll drink this bottle. Ooh! Oh, I can't use the ladder to climb up. Let's drink a bottle of whiskey. That'll warm us up a bit. All right. Blessing be the great Frost who has taken us under his protection. We believe the past behind and start the journey to the Arkan Gorge to begin a new life among those who have heard his call. Oh, freeze it. We take the stove. Makes sense. All right, we gotta head back, and then we'll come check out the barn. My base actually moving? Yes, it is. I don't think the base should move on like actual quest areas. I haven't found the preacher's house yet, but we're about to die of cold. Let's go warm up and then head back in. Drop off some of our supplies as well. Yeah, that's a new one. Well, maxed out on that. I can put that wool over. All right. Head back out. I guess I could have, just slept in the bed and skipped the day to force the vehicle to stay where it is. Right, bust through all the doors. That's a lot of timber right there. Oh, we haven't gotten into this house yet. Guess this is the preacher's house? Lately, more and more people have disappearing. Some say they're simply leaving in search of a better life, but it definitely because of that sect in the northwest in the Arkan Gorge. They say the people there aren't afraid of the cold. They don't light their stoves and call the snow a blessing. No one I know has been there personally, but people say they see blue, naked men on the road at night. If all this is true, then I hope I never meet anyone who lives among those rocks. Oh, I can take these bullets. Nice. There's so many matches. Still is not the preacher's house. It's definitely got to be the giant barn. But this person definitely looks like a survivalist. Oh. Oh, these are just regular pants. Still regular pants. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll take all that. Alright, I think we're good. Leather boots, heck yeah. Ooh, a bear trap. Okay, so bottom wardrobe and top wardrobe are the same. They definitely need a bow and arrow into this game. You have arrows. You've already modeled them. You're good. You're halfway there. All right, let's head into the preacher's house. Ooh, a sewing machine. Okay, can't read their little pamphlets. Lots of resources to harvest here, though. Oh, we got an incoming message. Did you find what you were looking for? There are bloodstains everywhere. It looks like it was a predator. Is it still there? I don't think so. The stains are very old. A man like that couldn't have gone unnoticed in the area. After all, he must have preached to someone. Try to find his neighbors and find out any information about him. Take the Book of Cold to the ship. Okay, let's go upstairs first, though. A little gust of wind. Oh, look who's got his own fancy little bed. See, cult leaders always live in luxury. Everyone else can go screw themselves. I am getting cold. Like I said, we might stay here an extra day and just dismantle and harvest as much as we can. Anyway, we're starting to actually get some plot developments going on here. Of course, if the ship's gonna just park itself like 10 miles away, I might not stay an extra night. But anyway, let's finish up this quest and see what other information we got. So right now, we're apparently heading towards a cult, because that definitely said the gorge to the northwest or northeast, and that is the way our ship is heading. I've studied this book carefully. It seems they call themselves followers of the Great Cold. The woman Edith spoke of his name, Sarhala. According to the record, she leads the community and is considered the voice of the cold. The highest level of initiation surpassed only by the eternal cold itself. They have a strict hierarchy and many levels of spiritual paths. The closer a person becomes to the Great Cold, the greater the honor and power they wield. There's something else. According to this book, the followers of the Great Cold sacrifice people. Those no longer capable of serving the community are left to freeze on special altars. They believe that in this way, the eternal cold accepts their souls and makes them a part of itself. Alrighty then. That was the Preacher Quest line, everybody. So fun things are happening. Alright. I got some ammo at least. Got some alcohol. We got a bunch of lore that we can go through now. And now I just have to wait for the next mission to pop. Which we will stick around since the night is like 2 hours away. And see what's going on with that before we call it for this episode. Just in case something else pops. Oh, we got no needs. We got none of that. I think we're good on everything else. Melting is still going on. I definitely need to make a pair of pants. I wish I could make them myself, but I can't because those are probably gonna break next. And I don't think I have a fabric repair kit that I haven't used already. That's an advanced repair kit. I ain't gonna use that. But plenty of whiskey. Alright, let's... That's a bear. I can't fight a bear, even with those bullets. So I'm kind of stuck here for a bit. The Great Cold, ready to depart. Let's see if we can skip to... Sure you want to skip the day and move to the... Yes. Oh, what? Whoa, hold on a sec. Missing in action? According to the information we gathered, the settlement of the Great Cold is located to the northwest in the Arcana Gorge. Based on the available reports, the community lives by strict religious rules and shows signs of being a cult. If Edith is right, that's where we should look for her son, Mitch. 3 days. Well, except we're kind of going on this pretty fast. But I'm curious about the missing in action part. Because that's concerned. That's very, very concerning. Are we just going to start losing people now? As if we are, we're kind of screwed. I think we got plenty of metal now. How much wood does it consume? So 150 scrap metal creates 10 ingots. We need 50 ingots to do more advanced upgrades. I feel like we're going to need more people, so we're going to have to... We're going to have to upgrade housing. So we got 3 days till we find a settlement for the Great Cold quest. I need to do some research. So we're still pretty good on wood. We'll take 2 scrap metal to get our housing done. So 2 people there. There are 2 people in the hospital foundry. Let's throw up another wood person. Set up our research. So let's begin researching, see if we can get some more people in here. Wait, why am I down to 30? I know we lost 1 person somehow. We haven't been able to perform surgery. What's our hospital doing? So he's at 29%. All right, let's go to bed, see if anything pops, and then we'll call it for this episode at that point. And then I will spend 3 days getting ready for the next episode. Oh, I was gonna wait. That's right. So I could dismantle everything in that place. Oh. That was an oopsie. But there was a lot of stuff I got tore apart. But there was also a bear right there. And if my car started like 10 miles away and a bear was sitting right there, I think it would have screwed me out of a day anyway. Plus, who knows if people are just going to be started taken away from me. Since just one was just mysteriously out of action. Alright, so we got 2 days till we find the settlement. Everything's going smoothly so far, except for that one guy that just... Boop, I'm gone. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the Preacher episode. And our next episode, we'll be dealing with the Great Cold, which... So far, from what I understand, Act 1 is the only thing that's completed in the Early Access build right now. So this seems like a point to where it might be the last episode of the series until they release more. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like always, please leave a like, subscribe. Still working my way to 1,000. And until next time, later, guys.